My name is Sarah, I'm 21 years old and I've always loved Star Wars. My older cousins showed me the movies when I was little, and since then I've been following the saga religiously, as well as buying a Star Wars merch. I hadn't even realized that my hobby had turned into an obsession. As I grew older, my interest in the saga kept growing too. Every month, I would do a marathon where I would watch back to back all of the movies in the saga, and I would eagerly await for all new releases. Last year, things started to get messy, as I started to spend more time than ever chatting in the Star Wars forums and watching videos about Star Wars. My favorite character is Yoda, the Jedi Master. I could spend hours watching videos about Yoda, and I know by heart his iconic phrases. I spent so many hours watching videos and reading articles about him that a few months ago I started to actually believe that I could be sensible to the Force. My parents were very annoyed with me for not talking about anything else, so they decided to just not pay attention to me whenever I insisted on talking about Star Wars. Eventually, I left home and started living on my own. A few months passed by and I started to stay on my computer until the wee hours of the night every night. I was losing sleep. I would always stay locked up in my room and would only go out to work or to visit specialty stores. And that's when things started to change for the worse. One day, I was sitting with my mother and I started to fixedly stare at a lemon slice in my glass. My mom tapped me on my shoulder, and that's when I realized I was trying to lift that lemon slice with my mind. What craziness is this? I got a bit scared at first, but then I kept eating like nothing had happened. I'm just tired, I thought. However, this started to happen again and again. I tried to act like nothing was going on, but I couldn't stop doing stuff like that. My internet searches were now focused on videos where Yoda was training Jedi warriors, as well as topics such as mind control and telepathy. I started to spend a lot of money in online courses related to these topics. I honestly believed I could become one of them. And of course, all of those courses were completely useless. In reality, they were made by unscrupulous people who just wanted to take money from credulous people like me. But I couldn't see it back then. I simply did whatever they told me. Weeks went by and things didn't improve. At a work meeting, our boss started to scold us because our performance had gone down, especially mine. He was very angry. The previous weeks of lack of sleep had affected me greatly, both me and my work. When he started scolding me, I couldn't stop myself from getting up and telling him that such rage would only lead him to the dark side. He looked at me, completely dumbfounded, and with no further explanation, he simply told me, "You are fired." And as for my co-workers, well, their faces spoke for them. That day, I came back home broken. I had gone too far, and the worst was yet to come, as I had to go back to my parents' house and live there. I had spent all of my money. My life sucks. My name is Carla and I'm 21 years old. As incredible as it may seem, I have never gotten a doll. That is something that I will never forgive my caregivers for. Yes, I say caregivers because I have spent my life from one foster home to another, from orphanage to orphanage. I'm not complaining. I still consider that I have a pretty good life for somebody like me, who grew up with nothing. My mother abandoned me as soon as I was born. She was 15 years old and poor. She left me at the entrance of a convent. There, a nun picked me up, and there were my first caregivers. They were also responsible for explaining to me where I came from. I don't know if it's totally true, but I believed them. Does your life suck as well and you want to share it with us? Send us your story to storiesmylifesucks@gmail.com and don't forget to follow us on social media to find out if you are the protagonist of our next video.